Hey friends, fall is in the air, at least where I live. The trees are turning yellow and orange, it's sweater weather outside. 5 Celsius today, pretty chilly for end of September. But the exciting thing is, besides Halloween and Thanksgiving, we have fall cocktails to look forward to. The first thing I wanted to share today is going to be a fall-themed old-fashioned. You're gonna need a whiskey of your choice, some Angostura bitters, pumpkin bitters if you have that, an apple and some brown sugar, and that's about it. You will need to make your syrup a day ahead, but it's a very easy recipe. We're gonna make a apple brown sugar syrup. So the very first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna dice up our apple into little wedges. You don't want them too thick, you don't want them too thin. 1 apple should do, just enough to fill up the bowl. After we fill up the bowl, we're just gonna coat it in some brown sugar. Again, not too much, not too little. You can sort of eye it out. As long as everything is coated, that should be about enough. What this is gonna do is the sugar is gonna suck out the juices of the apple, and it's gonna melt and create a syrup. And on the contrary, the apples are gonna absorb the sugar, and you're gonna have like a nice little treat. I like using them as garnish on some stuff or just snacking on them. They're truly delicious and super easy to make. Now, by all means, I am no apple expert, but for what it's worth, I used Honeycrisp apples today. I find they have a nice sweetness. After we're done here, we're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna let it sit. You can let this sit in the fridge overnight for a day, or if you're in a bit of a rush, you can leave it on the counter and just, keep an eye on it. Make sure it's not there too long and you don't forget about it. Okay, it's been about 3 hours, and as you can see, we got this delicious syrup here. Not to mention, the apples are just delicious. So you got a chilled glass and a large ice cube. We're gonna add some whiskey into our bottle. I'm going with Wayne Gretzky's red wine cask. It's Canadian whiskey that's finished in red wine cask for aging, and I find it really delicious. We're gonna go with 2.5 ounces, 1 tablespoon of our syrup, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and 2 dashes of pumpkin bitters. I like to make these ones right in the glass. You just stir the cube until the outside looks frosty, and your old-fashioned is probably done chilling and diluting by that point. I just realized I used a chilled glass, so I can't really tell when the outside starts to get frosty and the drink's done chilling. But I stirred for about a minute, so we're probably good now. For garnish, we're gonna take some of our brown sugared apples and just skewer them on a pick. And for our last touch, we're gonna grate some fresh cinnamon over top. Okay, and that is my fall-time old-fashioned. Just apple and cinnamon. The cinnamon's really overwhelming though. That's almost all you get on the nose. You get a lot of fall flavors coming through. Pumpkin, apple, and the cinnamon sort of ties it together well. Cinnamon goes really well with apple, and cinnamon goes really well with pumpkin. Pumpkin pie, it has that cinnamon taste. It's nice and strong. You get a little bit of caramel taste from the whiskey. And the brown sugar just mends together with this bottle so well. It almost gives it like a maple taste, even though there's no maple in here. Now these apples, absolutely delicious. It's like a candy apple. Now this is what you gotta be making in the fall. Anyways, that is my fall old-fashioned. If you want to see more videos like this, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Tell me if there's something you specifically want to see. But until next time, cheers friends!